Hey everyone, my name is Christoph Jakob. I'm a cow enthusiast and a music composer for video games.
I've already made a video on the normal battle theme and the mid-boss or mini-boss theme from Mario and Luigi Brothership. Today, and that's probably not that surprising, we're gonna check out the main boss battle theme. This tune only plays during major battles on Great Lighthouse Islands. And this is a little bit of a spoiler, but it actually also plays during some other battles a little later in the game, which I found to be quite a disappointment, to be honest. But yeah, let's check out the tune. I love this groove. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum. Sounds quite threatening, doesn't it? However, one of my favorite things about the intro is its driving groove. Those drums sound like something or someone is charging towards you, and doing that quite confidently and aggressively. Good morning, Uwu. What emphasizes this feeling that some sort of danger is approaching is also the choice of instruments, namely the brass instruments, as well as what and how they are being played. I find the trombones in particular to be quite interesting rhythmically. They have this quite cool 3-based rhythm to them, hitting every third note of the beat. That, combined with a kick drum that plays nothing but regular quarter notes, leads to a nice little polyrhythm. It's not actually a polyrhythm. You'd rather call it a double tresillo or a 2-bar tresillo, but let me just explain both real quick. A polyrhythm, as the name already gives away, is a rhythm which makes use of multiple different rhythms simultaneously. For example, one instrument could be playing in a quadruple meter, just like the kick drum in our piece here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And another instrument in a triple meter at the same time. You get the idea. The rhythm that's being used in the intro of the boss theme, however, is for sure a double tresillo. That is basically 4 groups of 3/8 notes followed by 2 groups of 2/8 notes. Sounds something like this. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1. But not just rhythmically does this intro evoke a sense of threat, but I'd say also melodically. The brass instruments are actually only playing 2 different notes, E and B flat. These 2 notes are a so-called tritone apart, one of the most dissonant intervals in music. It tends to sound quite unstable on its own. However, this contrast is so weird, but I actually kinda like it. The intro being super threatening, but this main part being the complete opposite. Also shout out to the Quika. This percussion instrument that sounds like a groaning monkey. Probably the biggest surprise in the entire tune, at least to me personally, is just how happy and joyful it gets after an intro that has just been yelling, "Ah, we're all gonna die!" Apart from a few minor changes, this entire section is basically just alternating between 2 very simple chords, E major and A major. The entire progression should go something like this. Initially, I really did not like just how over-the-top joyful this entire tune is. But I have to admit that it has grown on me a little. In a way, the structure of the boss theme also tells a story.
Oh no! Look! There's this giant thread! Whatever shall we do?
Followed by,
piece of cake! This is like a walk in the park. No challenge is too difficult for blue shirt Chris. I will just take my bare hands and break this enemy's neck.
Could you try and stick to your lines?
No challenge is too hard for Mario and Luigi. We can do this. Wahoo!
After several listens, I have to admit that I really like this mood shift. It is unusual, that's for sure, even for Mario and Luigi standards. But it's good. This percussion instrument that sounds like a groaning monkey. Oh, mood shift. part sounds so evil. Sounds like a chromatic mediant. Speaking of mood shifts, wasn't that one heck of a mood shift again? The previous section sounded like you could ridicule this thread in front of you with one hand, blindfolded and while rapping about apple juice. Huh? I'm not doing that. Meanwhile, this next section here tries to remind you that you're actually dealing with a threat, and it tells you that you should never underestimate your opponent. The chord progression that's being used is also a classic example for a so-called chromatic mediant. And this chromatic mediant often tends to sound quite evil. If two chords are in a so-called chromatic mediant relationship, it basically just means that they are a third apart and they usually only have one common tone. Because these chord relationships sound so rich, colorful, and just interesting to listen to, you hear them a lot in film music actually. In all honesty, I wouldn't even mind making entire videos about concepts like this because I just find them so fascinating. Let me know down in the comments below if you'd like to see videos on entire music concepts in the future every now and then. I know there's a lot of channels out there who are already doing that, but I mean I could try and give it my own twist, I'd say. Anyway, the chromatic mediant relationship in this tune sounds something like this. And once again the mood changes. This sounds more quirky and lighthearted again. And this is the part that we all usually hum along to. It's very simplistic, but sounds nice. Excluding the bass, every instrument is playing the same thing. During the climax section, surprise, the tune shifts once more, away from dark and gloomy to confident and determined. The focus definitely lies on the main melody here. It's just so loud and in your face. All instruments, excluding the bass, are also playing in unison. That basically just means that they are all playing exactly the same notes at the same time. This is often used during big and important moments in a piece of music. And well, I guess that's exactly what we have here. Oh, yeah, right. I expected it to loop now, but not quite. Not quite yet. Steel drum solo. I never thought that I'd ever hear a steel drum solo in a Mario and Luigi battle theme. The loop is absolutely perfect though. This is not one of my favorite boss themes, but it's really well written. Thanks for watching. Like this video and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Follow me on Blue Sky, join my Discord server, or check out my band 2 Meeps. All of that is gonna be in the end card as usual. Let me also know what you think of this boss theme, because I know that it's actually quite controversial if you say that this is your favorite boss theme in the franchise. Which I can understand to a degree, but that's mainly because, in my opinion, Never Let Up, the boss theme from Mario & Luigi Dream Team, is not just the best in the series, I'd say it's one of the best pieces of music ever written. So the bar was always very, very high. But yeah, let me know what you think down below. Thanks, and I'll see you all next time.